Hey guys, Tom here from the Investing with Tom YouTube channel. Welcome back to the channel. Not again. Yo, Bitcoin bro in the house. So dude, what's happening? Bitcoin bro, you're always rocking up at the worst times. I'm trying to film my 15,000 subscriber ad revenue update. I know a lot of people are interested in this stuff. Whoa, take it easy, man. I'm just coming in to say hi. Wait, did you say revenue? Wait a minute, I've been watching all these videos on YouTube trying to teach me about this stuff. Doesn't revenue mean like money? Are you telling me you make money off these videos and you've never given me a piece of the pie? Where's my money? I feel like I've contributed a lot to this channel and have attracted probably at least 2/3 of the subscribers. So I want in. You know what, Bitcoin bro, you're right, but I know how you feel about cash and I know how you feel about Bitcoin. So how about if YouTube ever starts paying people in Bitcoin, then I'll cut you in on the deal. I mean, cash is essentially useless to you, right? You know what, man? That makes perfect sense. I will leave you to it. Send me the link when you're done. Sorry about that. I haven't seen Bitcoin Bro for a little while. It's been probably several months since he's made an appearance on the channel. I was starting to wonder where he'd been, actually. So with all that said, and with Bitcoin Bro out of the way now, and unaware of how much money that the channel is making, we can start to talk about that in a bit more detail, at least until I send him the link. So this video, as you probably saw from the title, is all about our ad revenue update on the Investing with Tom YouTube channel for 15,000 subscribers. I put up a community post the other day to gauge your interest on this video, and it was the most liked community post that I have ever put up. So I'm going to take that as a thumbs up to go ahead and film this video. If you're interested in just jumping straight to the ad revenue part, I will leave a timestamp up on the screen here, so feel free to jump through to that point. Before you do that, please hit like, and I just want to quickly say how much I appreciate you for supporting the channel along the way. So I really appreciate it. None of this would have been possible without the people viewing the videos, liking them, sharing them, commenting on them, all that kind of stuff. So I really do appreciate that. This frankly has created a great opportunity for me, so I really appreciate every single one of you that supported the channel along the way. But for now, let's get straight into the numbers, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so we're over in the Investing with Tom channel analytics now, and I've got a custom date range set up here. So we're looking at the 27th of October 2018 through to the 10th of December 2019. And this is basically just to show you really a lot of the upfront grunt work. I think a lot of people look at how much money people are bringing in on a particular YouTube channel or a particular business or whatever it is, and they think that sort of happened overnight, and that really wasn't the case. So from the 27th of October 2018 to the 10th of December 2019, I gained about 39,000 views on the channel, had about 4,000 hours of watch time. So if you're not familiar, you basically need two things to be monetized on YouTube. You need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 hours of watch time. So it took me about 14 months to get to this point on the channel. So had 4.1 thousand hours of watch time, 1.2 thousand subscribers, and $0 in ad revenue. And I think if there's any YouTubers or people thinking of starting a YouTube channel that happen to be watching this video, you'll see along the bottom here, these are actually the numbers of videos that I uploaded on the channel. So the little play button is just where I've uploaded one, but you'll see I've been very consistent with uploading a lot of videos through that period. And if I had one tip for anyone that's interested in trying to grow a YouTube channel, that would be my number one tip, is just be consistent. It does take a while to get there, but as you'll see in the following months, this thing really started to snowball up. So if I jump over to analytics for all of 2019, so this is going to add an extra sort of 20 days, the first 20 days of monetization, and you'll see through that period we made $88.63. Now all the dollars and everything you're going to see here are New Zealand dollars. That's the currency I've got everything denominated in, and when I first got monetized, I was pretty pumped, but the dollar numbers weren't anything too crazy. So we're looking at anywhere from $4, $5, $6 a day, dropping down to $3 a day here for some periods of time. Very modest amounts of money, but nonetheless, it was really cool from my perspective to actually see something coming in at all for all of that upfront work. Now, if we jump through to 2020, just to show you how things started to snowball up, I'm going to set up a custom date range here and just show you the first month of 2020. So if I go from the 1st of January to the 31st of January 2020, whoops, that should be 2020, hit apply, then you'll see in the following month it jumped up quite a bit. So we were still starting the month in at around that sort of $3 to $5, $7, and then it started jumping up quite a bit as one of my valuation videos started to take off. Jumped all the way up to about $31 a day. That was sort of the peak number I had in January. And I was actually on holiday in January. I was literally just talking about uploading videos really consistently. The only exception to that was in January, when I basically pre-scheduled about 4 videos to upload, 1 per week through January as I was lying in the sun. So that's about the only exception I've had to that consistent uploading rule is last January. So you'll see we did about $520. Really cool. That pays a lot of bills for a lot of people in most cases. So really cool to see that start coming in from a bit of a side hustle. If we jump through to February, so the following month, we had $471. So we were actually down a little bit, but I was uploading a few more videos through this month. $471, so you'll see that comes out at around, jumping around quite a bit, but $10 to maybe $25 a day, somewhere in that range right through February. If we jump through to March, it continued to just kind of keep trucking along through March as I recall it. So if I jump into there, we're back up to about 500 odd, and you'll see again it's kind of lumpy right through. I think $9 on the low end for some of these days, and we jumped all the way up to about 29 on a high day. And if we just keep flicking through the months, you'll see that it starts to slowly grow, and there's a couple of periods of time here where it does jump up quite a bit. So if we go through to April, I had my best month ever at that time of $719. And you'll see that again, we're still pretty lumpy within the month, but starting to jump up. We had a $34 peak, which I think was a new personal best at that time. So that landed us at $719 for that particular month for April. If we jump through to May, then you will see that our ad revenue was $771. So again, now we've sort of jumped up a bit of a level here from sort of 400 or 500 to about 700, getting close to 800, and it seemed to hold around that level for a couple of months. And now we're getting close to almost averaging about $30 a day, which is pretty insane from my perspective. So that was May. I will speed along through to June. Now in June, we jumped up to doing $869. Again, another personal best. If we jump through to July, we jumped up to $906. So as you'll see, it's steadily growing here. And kind of the peak days were getting higher. So we've got a day down here where it was $43 in a single day, which is absolutely nuts. I think we bested that over here. My first day ever doing $50 in one day from YouTube. This still seems kind of crazy just looking at it, frankly, but really cool to see that coming in. Another $50 day over here. And as we jump through to August, I believe August was my first ever $1,000 month on YouTube. So if I jump through, we hit $1,000 and then we surpassed it by a reasonable amount. So we went from about 900 in July to about 1,300 in August. Again, kind of lumpy, but the low days seem to be getting higher and the high days seem to be getting higher as well. So, we've got a day that's nothing too out of the ordinary compared to what happens later in the month down here, and we're doing $54 in one single day. And we've got a peak up here of 65, again, new personal best, a couple days in a row, only a cent apart, 65, 66 and 65, 65. And if we jump through to September, just to show you what we're working with so far, now we've only got analytics up to about the 19th of September. The revenue analytics are usually a a couple of days behind. So we're only up to the 19th, but you know, only 2/3 of the way through the month, and we're already getting close to $1,000. So that's incredible. And as I recall, I had a $79 day here earlier in the month, which again, new personal best day. It sort of feels like hitting a new PB on bench press or something, which I quite enjoy as well. So really cool to see that happening. And again, I thank every single one of you. So if you put that into sort of a graph form, you'll see that this is what the monthly growth has kind of looked like through the past several months and for September so far. And if we have a look at the lifetime revenue, I don't know that a lot of channels really show you the lifetime revenue, but for everything that we've done so far, let's just look at, say, 2019 first off. So that's just those few days where we did $88, right at the end of last year when I first got monetized. If we go through to 2020, the channel so far has done about $7,073. That's incredible, frankly. And if we look at lifetime, it'll basically add those two numbers together. So over the lifetime of the channel, for a long period of time, we were doing $0 in revenue, and that's just steadily grown over time. And for the full period, so from sort of you know, almost 2 years ago when I started the channel through to today, we've done about $7,100. You know, and that's all come from last December through to today, from when I got monetized. Now, one thing that's really important to note here is my CPM. So CPM of 23.23, basically this tells us how much we get paid per 1,000 views. So the CPM for finance channels, and mine is no exception, seems to be really, really high. $23 is just absolutely through the roof compared to what most channels do. Basically, YouTube takes a cut of that. I get about 55% of that number, as I recall it. So for every 1,000 views, I'm getting about 55% of that. So the CPM is really high, and that jumps around as well. It went actually down a lot through March when sort of advertisers stopped advertising as much for probably obvious reasons, and it's jumped up again through the roof in later months here to where we've been averaging like $30 plus CPM, which is just massive. So I hope that was somewhat insightful and you enjoyed having a bit of a look through there, and it was motivating for anyone who's thinking about going down this path themselves. So let's jump away from the computer and give you a bit of an outro. So there you have it. That's how much the channel has produced in ad revenue, and I thank every single one of you for watching the videos, because you are the reason that this has been able to happen. So I really do appreciate it. If you appreciate the openness on my end, please drop a like and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and if you're new here. So thank you for watching the video. That is all from me today, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.